Would you take a look at the countdown, boys? We're just over 4 days away from the Collision live event, and with Chapter 3 Season 3 only being a few days away, that also means our next Battle Pass is right around the corner as well. Now, I'm gonna be hooking up a bunch of people who hit the thumbs up button on this video with the Season 3 Battle Pass, so once you hit it, make sure you leave a comment down below. Now, with Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 3 only being 5 more days away, Epic Games has been releasing a ton of teasers revealing what's gonna be in the next season of Fortnite. Last week, I actually showed you guys the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass that ended up leaking, and it has been confirmed that this is indeed the Season 3 Battle Pass. Here in this video, I'm going to be revealing and showcasing everything else about the next season of Fortnite. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 4.3 million subscribers, and I would love it if you joined us. Just like that, we've wasted too much time. Chapter 3 Season 3 has fully leaked. Let's hop into a game, and let's talk about it. Now, before we get to the next season of Fortnite, we're obviously gonna have to experience this season's live event known as Collision. And we've been hyped up for this event for a while, ever since Chapter 3 first released, where during the first 2 weeks, things were ultimately pretty peaceful, and it looked like it was only gonna be us and the 7 on the Fortnite island. That was until Dr. Sloan arrived, along with the Imagined Order. Let's be honest, you guys are smart, and you don't really need me to explain the Fortnite storyline, because we all know that this live event is a war between the Imagined Order and the 7 for a battle for the Fortnite island, with the Imagined Order trying to destroy the loot. It's also no secret that during this live event, we're actually going to be teleported to a moon where the mecha robot is going to be located, and you're able to see that in the newest lobby background, which was literally just updated today, finally adding the 7's colors to the mecha robot. But wait until you hear this. So a couple videos ago, I revealed that the moon we're going to be going to is actually an ice moon. Not only that, located on the ice moon will also be the Polar Peak point of interest, and it will be revealed to us during this live event that the ice moon was actually where the Devourer, or the Polar Peak monster, originally came from. Now, I can only assume that this means the Polar Peak monster is going to be making his return during this live event. In a previous video, I mentioned that when we're on the moon, we're actually going to be located in something known as a moon pod, and once we exit the moon pod, we're then going to have to fight 5 different waves of monsters, and I believe that to be the Polar Peak monster. But now for the best part. It's no secret that here on the Chapter 3 Season 2 map, we obviously don't have any Klombo locations, but what we do have is a bunch of different Klombo-sized mounds, 6 of them littered across the Fortnite map. At the beginning of the season, the mounds were first located outside a logjam lumberyard, and then there were 3 more Klombo-sized mounds added on the very south end of the map where the sand is. But ever since the Collider point of interest was added into the game just a couple of weeks ago, each and every single Tuesday, the Klombo-sized mounds have actually been moving just a little bit closer towards the Collider. If you hop in game and check these things out, you will notice that they have moved insanely far, and they're literally right next to the live event point of interest. I think there is absolutely no way Epic Games would be doing this if the Klombos weren't going to be playing a massive role in this live event. Part of me actually thinks that maybe the Klombos down here on the Fortnite map could be going to war with the monsters located on the ice moon. But what about the giant Collider at the middle of the map? So far, everything we've talked about has only really had to do with the mecha robot and the ice moon. We haven't really revealed anything about the main thing that this live event is revolving around, that being the Collider. Originally, we all assumed that the purpose of the Collider was to shoot a giant energy beam up into outer space in order to attract a bunch of different universes and make them collide with the Fortnite loop, with the goal of absolutely destroying it for good. However, it's came out through the Fortnite game files that that is not actually the purpose of the Collider at all, but instead its entire purpose is actually to absorb the storm around the Fortnite map, which, as we all know, is basically destroying the Fortnite loop, since every single time the storm closes, that means the loop is resetting. So if there's no more storm on the Fortnite map, then that has to mean that the loop has closed as well. And once the Collider successfully sucks all of the energy out of the Fortnite storm, this will cause a massive explosion. Now it's time to reveal Chapter 3 Season 3. Now, I'm sure we all remember back in Chapter 2 Season 2 when we got the very first Doomsday live event with Midas's Doomsday device. During that live event, we saw Something very, very similar to what we expect to see in this live event, where the Doomsday device actually used the power of the storm, and that caused all of the water on the Fortnite map to go absolutely crazy, literally creating a giant tidal wave right around the Doomsday device. I'm sure you guys can already tell where this is headed. Basically, what's going to be happening in Chapter 3 Season 3 is the exact opposite that we saw happen in Chapter 2 Season 3, because instead of the Doomsday device getting a bunch of water and flooding the Fortnite map, literally the exact opposite is going to be happening in the next season of Fortnite, because the Collider will actually remove all of the water from the map, essentially creating one giant drought. And I'm super surprised we didn't realize this earlier, because right when the Collider point of interest was added into the game, all of the water surrounding it was literally removed from the Fortnite map as well. So this was literally right in front of our eyes the entire time. Now I know what you're thinking, a season with no water sounds absolutely painful to travel around the Fortnite map, but wait until you hear this. So there is one point of interest that is going to be way more affected than any other by the water change, and that is none other than the Daily Bugle point of interest. Now obviously there is a ton of water located around this location, and ever since Chapter 3 was originally released and the Daily Bugle came out alongside it, we all thought that this point of interest definitely looks a lot like a volcano, and in an early image of the Chapter 3 map, we were even able to see some secret volcano locations. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody when I tell you that during Chapter 3 Season 3, the Daily Bugle will actually dry up and turn into an actual volcano. I think this will be a super cool location, but ultimately, I'm super sad to see the Daily Bugle leaving, because that means our dream of receiving the Miles Morales skin is just that much further away. Now, located at the brand new volcano point of interest is actually supposed to be one of the main NPCs of the new season, and it's no secret that the Tier 100 skin of Chapter 3 Season 3 is going to be none other than Darth Vader from Star Wars. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Star Wars, then you probably already know about Darth Vader's little castle. It just so happens to be located literally on top of a volcano, just like what we're about to see in Chapter 3 Season 3. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that the Daily Bugle is actually going to be changing into a volcano where none other than Darth Vader will actually be located. Do you remember how I said the Collider is going to be absorbing all of the energy from the storm? Well, because of that, in Chapter 3 Season 3, we won't actually have a storm at all, and instead, it will be replaced with a brand new version of the storm known as a heat wave, and instead of it being purple, it'll actually be red. Personally, this is one of the changes I'm most excited for in the new season, because across all of the 20 different seasons of Fortnite, we have never actually seen a change come to the storm, so I'm incredibly excited to see what that looks like. Basically, it looks like the general theme of Chapter 3 Season 3 is literally gonna be a massive drought, since during the live event, the giant Collider, the main thing being used during this live event, will actually suck up all the power of the storm, which will in turn cause a massive drought on the Fortnite island and all of the water to literally dry up. Ultimately, this makes absolutely perfect sense from everything that we talked about, like the brand new volcano point of interest with the Darth Vader NPC, all the way to the new leaked secret skin for Season 3 being a brand new Indiana Jones skin. Personally, I only have one wish for the next season of Fortnite, and that would be alongside the new Darth Vader skin, please give us a lightsaber pickaxe, man. We've literally been waiting years to use that, and with us getting to unlock the evil Jedi Master himself in the Battle Pass, I feel like this is the most perfect opportunity yet. Now, obviously, before we go into the new season, we're gonna have to watch the Collision live event. Now, I'm gonna be live streaming that right here on this channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And as we find out more and more info